contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, the WWE Champion from Death Valley, weighing in at 305 pounds, the Undertaker. Texas, weighing 252 pounds, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Cole and JBL here at ringside, welcoming you to Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Hey, I got top billing tonight. I like it. Keep it up.
Well, what can I say? These Minneapolis fans have got me in such a great mood. I'm feeling especially generous tonight.
Ugh. The Undertaker's got an impressive history here in WWE, but you're only as good as your last match.
How can you say that? The dead man has proven himself time and time again.
Undertaker has earned his rep, no doubt about it, but you got to know when to call it a day. There's a fine line between legend and has-been.
I can't believe you can sit here and even imply that The Undertaker might be a has-been. That could be hazardous to your health.
Maybe that's why I didn't come out and say it then. I'm just saying the thing about being at the top is there's nowhere to go but down. Nice quick counter there.
Watching these superstars go at it reminds me why I prefer to stay on this side of the announce table.
You know, if you let me train you, you could be cruiserweight champ inside a year.
Oh, no. I've heard stories about the way you train people. He's got this crowd solidly behind him, and now he's going to give them exactly what they want to see.
Can't just keep playing to the crowd. That's a huge distraction, in my opinion. Talk about superstars who don't have an ounce of quit between them. You're looking at them right here.
And that's a potentially dangerous mindset to be in. If you're too proud to realize that you're in trouble, you might wind up risking your career for a single match.
Hey, you got to be in there every single match and be willing to do whatever it takes. You know that if you actually ever step between those ropes.
I don't have to have been in a match to realize that jeopardizing my future for the sake of one match is incredibly short-sighted.
You know, I'm going to replace you with somebody who actually knows what they're talking about. Maybe Carlito. He might be a little tough to understand sometimes, but at least he knows what it's like to wrestle a match.
4.
These superstars have been giving it everything they've got all night.
They sure have. And that's where the superb conditioning of the WWE superstars comes into play.
Yeah, you're not going to win a match if you're blown up 2 minutes into it.
You can say that again. I've seen matches won and lost simply because one superstar was able to outlast their opponent.
He dodged that bullet. These superstars give everything they've got when they're in a match like this, but a lot of people don't realize what they sacrifice behind the scenes too.
No question. If you want to make it in the WWE, you've got to sacrifice just about everything for your career. It has to be as important to you as anything else in your life.
And for a lot of guys, their WWE career is their life. That's why you see so much passion for what they do in the ring.
And that's something you won't see anywhere else. With all due respect to every athlete and entertainer out there, no one gives as much of themselves to their fans as the WWE superstars.
Man, I don't want this match to end.
I'm with you, partner, but it's got to end sooner or later.
Well, whichever way it goes, no one can say that these superstars didn't give it everything they got.
These superstars are so unpredictable. I'm having a hard time figuring out what they're going to do next.
I don't think you're going to be able to. Just sit back and enjoy the ride.
And what a wild ride it's been so far, with no signs of stopping anytime soon.
Man, this one's turned into a fight, pure and simple.
We knew it was going to be intense. We knew it was going to be physical. But I don't think anyone was prepared for this.
I gotta admit, it took me by surprise, and that doesn't happen often.
That's an understatement. You've been in hundreds of matches in your career. We've both called hundreds more. We usually have a pretty good idea of what to expect, but not this time.
I guess it just goes to show you anything can happen here in the WWE. No superstar in the locker room can afford to ignore the WWE fans.
You're right about that. Without the fans, we'd all be out of a job.
You got to be careful when you're going up there.
Night after night, the WWE superstars never fail to amaze the fans.
And that's a good thing. I don't even like to think about where we'd be if they didn't.
Well, we wouldn't be sitting here calling this match, that's for sure.
1.
I don't think anyone in this match has even considered that they might not walk out the winner.
Of course not. That's the kind of attitude that gets you beat quicker than anything.
And that's something I don't think people realize. The mental conditioning of the WWE superstars is just as impressive as the physical conditioning.
This has been a great match so far, but I think it's pretty obvious which way it's going.
Oh, really? Are you willing to go out on a limb and actually make a guess then?
There's no guesswork involved. But if you're going to be snippy, I'm just going to keep my mouth shut.
Wow, if I knew it was that easy, I would have said that years ago.
1.
Even if you wind up winning a match like this, you're going to be feeling it for the next week.
Yes, but that's the case if you lose as well. And having to deal with emotional as well as physical pain is that much worse.
Hey, it's pretty insightful for a guy who's never wrestled a match in his life.
Well, I've been in the locker room after a match and seen the superstars who don't get their hands raised. You can literally feel the disappointment radiating off them. It's not a pretty sight. I think we might be looking at the future of the WWE in this ring tonight.
Wouldn't surprise me one bit. This is a great match, and the fans are definitely into it.
And that's what really matters. If the WWE fans aren't happy, they'll let you know it.
I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Nothing costs you a match quicker than overconfidence.
What are you talking about? I see a dominant superstar who's rallying this capacity crowd behind him.
We're hearing the First Amendment in action here tonight.
Yeah, that's just great. Why don't you just quit showing off and get down to business?
He is getting down to business. He's in the sports entertainment business, isn't he? The adrenaline is pumping. The crowd is coming alive. This is what they came to see.
Hey, try to restrain yourself a little bit, okay? You're supposed to be calling this down the middle. I was a great WWE champion, the longest reigning WWE champion in history, but if there ever was a better one, it's Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I have to admit, I'm a little shocked to hear you admit that Stone Cold was a better champion than you were.
Might have been. Man, this crowd is really swelling this guy's head.
There's no doubt that these fans love him, and he's feeding off that energy right now. Here it is. He's building up a head of steam, and he's about to let his opponent have it.
And if his opponent is smart, he'll get the hell out of there. It's so great seeing these superstars in competition here tonight. I had a feeling they're going to wind up against each. Look at this, pandering to the crowd.
Nothing wrong with keeping the paying customers happy while you build some momentum.
Instead of pandering to the fans, you should really keep your head in the match.
Come on, you're looking at a superstar who can feed off a crowd and use that energy to win the match.
I cannot remember the last time I've seen a crowd this pumped up.
I know what you mean, partner. These superstars have really brought the fans to life here tonight. These superstars have proven time and again that they're willing and able to go the distance.
Well, you don't get too far in this business if you're not.
That's for sure, partner. There's always someone right behind you, ready to overtake you if you can't keep up.
Half of the Undertaker style is about getting inside his opponent's head. If you can keep your cool in the ring with him, you got a chance.
But you're not taking into account the power and experience of the dead man. You can't forget about that.
Of course you can't. The man's a legend. That's why I didn't bother mentioning it. I've been on the receiving end of a beating from Stone Cold, and let me tell you, I do not envy his opponent tonight.
Neither do I. Stone Cold isn't a man to let you off with a warning.
Look at these superstars go.
He's bleeding all over the place. This one's getting ugly.
It isn't pretty, but it's effective. You make your opponent bleed, and you've got a psychological edge over him.
Maybe so, but I'm more concerned about the risk to his physical well-being now that he's been busted open.
I love hearing a crowd come alive, even if I disagree with what they're saying.
Me too, and I do agree with what they're saying.
These superstars are putting on a clinic.
Yeah, and not a health clinic. I don't think they'll be the same after this one.
It's crazy to think that we actually get paid to do a job like this. There's thousands of people out there who would do this for free.
Really? Maybe I should look into that. I could get a better broadcast partner and save the company some money at the same time.
Keep it up. And you're going to find out exactly how tough it is to do this job with your jaw wired shut. These superstars are on fire tonight.
They sure are, and I don't think they're going to be put out anytime soon.
1. 1.
Seeing a match like this makes me proud to be part of this company.
I'm with you, partner. You just can't experience a thrill like this anywhere else.
And that's because you're not going to see athletes like the WWE superstars anywhere else, Cole.
You certainly aren't. They're the greatest athletes in the world. And this is the only place you'll see them doing what they do best.
4.
When I first heard about this match, I wasn't sure what to think, but these superstars are blowing me away.
Really? As soon as I heard about it, I expected a tremendous matchup. And I haven't been disappointed.
I didn't say I'm not disappointed, but I'll talk about getting stuck with you as a broadcast partner some other time.
This capacity crowd is making their opinions known tonight.
Yeah, the WWE fans aren't known for keeping their opinions to themselves. These superstars are at the top of their game, but only one of them is going to have his hand raised.
This superstar is all fired up, and so is this capacity crowd.
Yeah? Well, one mistake, and we're going to see that fire put out pronto.
Look at that. That's going to go over big with the fans and build some momentum at the same time.
You got to watch out for your opponent when they're getting fired up like this.
I don't think there's ever been a more dominant superstar in WWE than the legendary Dead Man, The Undertaker.
Yeah, but you can only stay on top of the mountain for so long, and the Dead Man's been there for a long, long time.
That might be true, but I don't see anyone on the horizon who could dethrone the Phenom. It sounds like this capacity crowd has something on their minds.
Yeah, and 10,000 paying customers can't be wrong. This one could still go either way.
It sure could. It's not over until the referee calls for the bell.
Uh-oh, you know what's coming next.
Tombstone pile driver. How many superstars have fallen victim to that over the years?
He's 3 seconds away from victory.
He wasted no time going for that pin.
2.
There's been a lot of blood, sweat, and tears shed in that ring over the years.
And if these superstars have their way, there's going to be a lot more shed here tonight.
What a match. I've got no idea what these superstars are going to do next.
That makes 2 of us, partner. And I think that's one of the things that makes it so exciting.
The refs got a tough job trying to keep these superstars on the up and up.
Anything can happen in WWE. An entire match can turn on 1 or 2 big moves.
Look, if you're going to get on your high horse again and again. Now, there's a superstar with guts. These top rope moves, though, are high risk. This one's going to keep going until someone can't go anymore.
And considering the conditioning of these athletes, that could be quite a while from now.
It doesn't look like Stone Cold's transition to Hollywood has softened him up any.
If anything, he looks even tougher than ever, and that's saying something. My God, would you look at that. Talk about a crimson mask.
It's unfortunate, but you always run that risk in a match like this.
Unfortunate? What are you talking about? This is great.
Wow, listen to that chant.
The crowd makes a huge difference, whether they're for you or against you. Oh, man, I don't envy that referee. The last place I'd want to be is between these.
There's the pin. Can his
One,
opponent kick out? Great reversal. Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness in the other. He's got him covered. I hope this isn't the last time we see these superstars face off.
I don't say this too often, but I completely agree with you. This has all the makings of a nice, long rivalry.
I don't know how nice it is, but there are certainly some issues between these superstars, and I think this match might only exasperate them.
Hey, watch your language. This is a family show.
I said exasperate. Oh, never mind.
No matter how long Stone Cold Steve Austin is away from the squared circle, he's as popular as ever when he returns.
He's an absolute phenomenon. I don't think this business has ever seen a bigger superstar than Stone Cold.
That's a bold statement, partner, but I'll second it.
And there's the pin.
1, 2, 3.
Here's your